There's so much going on in it. Trailer was actually taken directly from a certain part in the currently work in progress Tekken 8 story mode. So this means it's a little bit of cinematics, a little bit of actual in-game what's going to happen all the time in fights, but this is story mode. So, they take liberties with what they do in it. Played on PlayStation 5, in other words, all the character models. So this is how it's going to look. Backgrounds, all the stuff going on in the background. And effects are the same ones that are used in games. So slow-mo effects and all that. Rendered footage running at 60 FPS, similar to how you experience the game in the versus battle modes. Of course, some of the effects dialogue as well as the camera angle is currently being updated. It may change when the game launches. So if they cannot get it to run absolutely perfectly spotlessly smooth on the PS5, then they'll end up probably taking out a couple of the cinematic, slow-mo moments and everything. But yeah, for the most part, what you're seeing here, I think they're probably going to tone down the rain a little bit, because as soon as you start trying to do a full-on fight with the rain and the particle effects and everything, that usually slows down your frame rate slightly. It makes it skip. So they have to get like a lock solid frame rate to make sure that there's no input delay, no input errors. It's a fighting game, so split seconds count. The Tekken series has always been known for dramatic pre-rendered. Oh, and also, especially if this is also on the Xbox and everything else, yeah, you're gonna have to render the graphics to the point where the Xbox can also keep up with it. Like PS5 can keep up with a lot of stuff, where the Xbox might have a problem, or the PC might end up having a problem with its hardware. You never know. You never know where you're gonna run into. The Tekken series has always been known for dramatic pre-rendered movies from its story mode. In addition, we also have plenty. Yeah, so this camera angle right here is totally story mode camera angles to show off, like, here's how good our characters look, and here's a cinematic moment and all that. But if you think Tekken 7 was doing fucking however many years ago Tekken 7 came out in arcades, they were doing all the those slow-mo movements like that. So what can a new version of the engine do? Like, cool camera angles, slow-mo hit in there, some particle effects happening. Could easily be done with a brand new, up-to-date engine. That's the cool part. In the trailer, you can see the level of quality in the newly created playable character model sets apart from Tekken 7. Yeah, like Tekken 7 looks like kids' toys versus what we're seeing here. That's awesome. Little details like how water droplets run down the character's skin, so no more sweat that's just like caked on. It's not footage created solely for trailer purposes, but an actual real-time rendering of what's happening on the game screen. Yeah, I can definitely see like water's actually, like, when they start, sweating or whatever, it's gonna start dripping down their face, and it's like this was a fucking 4-round bout or whatever. um, Also, if you pay attention to the background during the battle, you can see dynamic waves and tornadoes, a huge tanker gradually breaking apart. This is like the Resident Evil 7 when the ship is breaking apart and all that stuff. That's what this is. Like, somewhere up here is Mia and Ethan and Evie all having a battle. um Also, the Tekken series holds the record for being the longest running story in a video game. Maybe in fighting games, but technically Mario holds the longest running. I would think it'd be Mario or well, Pac-Man doesn't have a story, but Mario definitely has a story. Or Zelda also. That could be a anyways. Harada, just as the ending dialogue of Tekken 7 mentioned, the new entry will focus on father and son. Yeah, I had that wrong too in the other Tekken video. I was thinking it was, for some reason I was thinking it was brothers, like there were two brothers of Heihachi, but yes, it's father and son. It's Tekken lore, so it's like there's so many fucking characters trying to remember everything. Mishima and Jin Kazama. So as for the meaning of the scenes in the trailer and how significant it is to the main story, we look forward to finding out when the game releases. This is huge. This is the next generation of, the Heihachi versus Kazuya. Yeah, because Jin is the younger one. Because Kazuya is a Mishima. So yeah, Sin's the father over here, and then is he gonna do the same thing to Jin? However, the game is still in development. Afraid we have to ask you to wait a little bit longer. So is waiting a little bit longer going to be either Tokyo Game Show in a few days, or we're going to have to wait until the Game Awards, one or the other. Maybe another stay of play sometime, focusing only solely on Tekken 8 would be great. But yeah, it feels like Tekken is definitely like, Bandai is definitely in bed still with Sony, which is good, because then Microsoft does not hold press conferences, so getting a state of play every once in a while to where like we could possibly get a full on state of play with Tekken 8. That's hell yeah. Become a hero on PSVR. Oh yeah. All right. So what's this? Sin Duality. Um, Futami. On behalf of the team, excited, brand new third person shooter. It all started a couple years back when the team grouped together and passionately discussed how we can break ourselves into or even break the whole barrier of the sci-fi genre. Um, Humans and AI. So which one was okay? This was anime mech game. Gotcha. Year is 22222. It has been years since the tears of the new moon, a mysterious rain poured and wiped out everything, entire human race. Okay, you're giving me Death Stranding vibes with that. Poisonous rain gave birth to deformed creatures devouring for humans. Okay, very Japan. As means for survival, humans built underground haven, Amazia, in this new built dystopian city. What the fuck? Okay, so this is kind of Matrixy, where the humans have to go underground after the world gets destroyed. Um, in the world of Sin Duality, you'll take on a role as drifters who make a living by collecting AO crystals, a rare resource that can only be obtained in dangerous. Taking each in your cradle coffin an armored vehicle that will get you mobile during the adventure. Players can personalize their cradle coffin. What the fuck? Not only its appearance, but the weapons equipped. Okay, so it's kind of like Armored Core. All right. Meet your AI partner, Magus. Magus? Magus sounds cooler. You are now alone on this journey. An AI partner called Magus. Magus will be there flying alongside your mech. Okay, so that's the anime girl. That's like there. PvPvE. Vast battlefield, you'll encounter xenomorphic creatures known as Enders, trying to stop you from gathering the AO crystal weapon. PvPvE, playing online, you also encounter other players. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm so totally sold on this. It's mechs, which I'm not the biggest fan of. It is cool that they have a decent story going on with it. Um, if we could just do straight up co-op, maybe might be kind of cool. Depends on how much this is too. If this is $70, I don't think I would go for it. 60 maybe on sale, possibly. If this showed up on PlayStation Plus, I would be all over it. I'd say that. This is like one of these games where I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Rise of Ronin. Yasuda, Team Ninja. Team Ninja, we are incredibly excited to introduce. So Team Ninja that's Neo developers, right? I know I was saying like Ghost of Tsushima, and yes, I know it's yes. Team Ninja is Koei Tecmo. God damn it, Ghost, not Ghost, fucking yeah. Ninja Gaiden and Dare Alive. I don't know why I keep thinking Team Ninja is No, they did make Neo. Yeah, okay, they did make Neo. That's why I keep thinking it because they did. Um, yeah, and Strangers of Paradise was like the last thing that they made that was not Neo, which is like, or Ninja Gaiden, which is like, okay, so Rise of the Ronin looks way better than Strangers of Paradise for sure. Um, and again, I know it's just like I no, my brain was going straight to Ghost of Tsushima just because of the whole fact that it just looks and feels so much like Ghost of Tsushima. So let's see here. It's a combat focused open world action RPG that takes place in Japan at a time of great change. It is, yeah, I was trying to get this picture up here. It is very end of a 300-year long Edo period, commonly known as Bakumatsu. Set in the late 19th century, Japan is facing the darkest of times as it struggles with its oppressive rulers and deadly diseases, while Western influence. Right. Okay. So it's a civil war between Japan and the West. Damn. That's kind of a ballsy move to go there, but I like it. Um, continue to rage between the shogunate and the anti-shoguns faction. Here in this time of mayhem, you embody a Ronin character, a warrior bound to no master and free to make choices of its own. Rise of the Ronin is a new Team Ninja experience that will immerse you in. So I'm thinking this is going to definitely have Neo combat in it, which could be very, very cool. But maybe less mythological stuff, which is something that I was kind of like. I, I I would love to see a Neo game without mythological stuff, where it's straight up just like, here is a history book of Japan. Like, I would love to see that. That's what we're getting with Assassin's Creed Japan now, hopefully. But this would be a really cool, like, different take on it from Japan themselves. Um, will immerse you in a historically inspired world while bringing together its renowned combat action with katanas and the likes, with new firearm weaponry that depicts the unique personality of its time period. Also, Assassin's Creed Japan is probably going to take place like way before this, so this is kind of a really cool. I cut you down and I shoot you in the face. Sure. We at Koei Tecmo have had many titles in the past that were based on history, but with Rise of the Red, we set to take it the next big step. By harnessing all the skills and knowledge we've gained over the years, we wanted to take things to the next level by attempting to thoroughly portray the most critical revolution in the history of Japan, including the darkest and ugliest chapters. Boy, this is like Assassin's Creed Japan. I like it. I kind of really love it, but in like a little bit of a more. This is going to be like what Assassin's Creed Syndicate was to the Assassin's Creed franchise, but made by an actual Japanese studio, where it's all set in Japan and with the Ronins and all that stuff. This looks really good. It actually looks really, really good. This undoubtedly the most ambitious, challenging project for Team Ninja, yet we allow our experience to create samurai and ninja action games to guide us through this journey. Very, very cool. Can't wait to see this. Beyond the action elements, we will be steadfast in our efforts to create a multi-layered story that showcases the world of Bakamatsu period and the revolution that took place. Characters that you will meet all have their own brand of justice and motivations, and whether you decide to side with or against them, oh shit. Multiple different endings, customized story, very cool. Each decision you make will matter. New combat action, unrestrained open gameplay. We are looking forward to seeing you free as you immerse yourself as a run. Fuck, this is like checking off every single box. Hell yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I'm super interested in it. Rise of the Ronin. This looks like this looks like it should be a really, really cool ride. Can't wait to see it. Okay. Project Eve. Again, we've seen this a little while ago. Second encounter since PlayStation Showcase back in September 2021. Oh, was it okay, so I guess it was a year ago then. I thought it was like 2 or 3 years ago. Beyond excited to reveal the official name for our game, previously called Project Eve, share a new trailer. Oh, you know what it was? I think I saw it during like 2020 and then they showed it off in 21 and now they have like the full on here it is. Um Combination of Stellar, which stars and Latin and Blade, which defines Eve's existence. Where the point of the blade will lead you to, that's entirely up to you. Remaining say on Earth, Xeon. This is very much just like the. This is like the sword hack and slash version of the mech game I was just looking at. Cross paths with survivor named Adam and Eve. Oh, funny. So mankind's last remaining city, Zion, Adam and Eve. This is super matrixy. In order to serve her mission to save Earth, Eve develops close relationships with key members of Zion. for Zion, and contributes to rebuilding the city on a mission to save Earth from North American natives. What? what? What is this? what? North American natives. I see how it is. Fuck you too. He was also faced with helping out the city of Zion to help survive with the Knots. Okay. I mean, this right here is going to sell the game. I'm just saying. I mean, come on. If you want to sell a game, that's just how you do it. How you do it nowadays. Brace yourselves, bosses' strengths are on a completely different level compared to the common. Yep, so this is a Souls game. What? I can't click on the what? What the frick? Wonder if you can customize her to look different ways. Okay, yeah, goop monsters, cybernetic ninja kind of combat with assets. Um, mm-hmm. Okay, this is for Zion. Huh. Looks all right. Got my attention. Um, yeah, yeah. So they got one mech game, they got one samurai ninja warrior game that's doing kind of the same things. Of course, I'm more about this one than I am the mech warrior game, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with Stellar Blade. It's been in development for a little while.